and pouring in oil and wine. And that's right there. That's where I'm going to leave it. This is my inspirational message is what God put in you will work. What God put down inside of you will work.
All right.
And now here in this text, Jesus is teaching us that we cannot look up on this world, other people's circumstances, and don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. We cannot walk around on this earth and not be attached to other people's circumstances. That's just not the way it's designed. See, back in Genesis, God had proposed a question to Cain, said about his brother Abel, and said, "Where is thy brother? Am I thy brother's keeper?" And that's we are still today, is responsible for the way we treat one another, the way we look at one another. Are y'all with me here? Okay, because God is starting to move already, because I've been going through some things when nobody else was around, but God was with me. See, a certain man, the Bible didn't say, who he was or what his name was. He said a certain man. So when I look at certain, I always think of chosen. Chosen to come where this man was, who was wounded on the Jericho road. And not only that, he was stripped of his raiment, and he was left half dead. That means that he suffered a wound. That means that whatever impaled him or wounded him, he was about to die. Bleeding on the Jericho road. Wounded, left half dead. Right there, half dead. And that is a circumstance that a lot of us, when we look upon other people's circumstances, we don't know the extent of it because we're not them. And then we'll get selfish on our part, and then we'll be like either the priest or the Levite and look on them and again go to the other side. And then walk around and go to the other side. And we'll look at him and say, "Man, that's some messed up stuff you in." It ain't me. So as long as it's not me, I'm good. But we can't do that. That's not what Jesus is teaching us. Because see, the biggest task that Jesus has put upon us is to get along with one another. And it's hard for humans to get along with one another. That's why it's a task every day. They say, you always used to say two women can't last in a room 15 minutes, or when it comes to sports, men can't last no more than 20 minutes without getting in an argument about sports. Because we cannot, because it's a big task to get along. Now, here is this man is wounded on the Jericho road. Nobody come around him. He was wounded and left. That means that he was out in the street. He was exposed. His business is exposed out in the street, that he is wounded. And here comes this certain man, and it's not, nobody knew his name, but he came down from Jerusalem. So I take it that he was of Jewish descent. So Jewish people don't normally involve themselves with other people. And they don't normally help out other people other than their own. And here's a man coming from a different culture, a different community, coming down to help this man. See, the thing about it, we judge people by their community and not by their character. See, just because somebody from the hood, we think that God ain't in them. But God is in them. And they can pray on you and help you get through some things more so than somebody you already know. See, it's easy for us.